Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Welcome back to another What's for Dinner. Tonight we're gonna have a new recipe to us. It's called honey garlic chicken. We're using chicken thighs. Okay, I'm gonna chop up just a few ingredients that's gonna go into the marinade. We're gonna let them marinate for a couple of hours before we cook it. Someone told me I don't need to peel my garlic when I'm using this garlic press, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I've never tried this before without peeling it, but if that will save me a step, I am all for it. Okay, so it seems to work okay, but I feel like I'm not getting as much garlic from it if I don't peel it first, so I'm gonna peel these last two. This is obviously fresh ginger root. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit and I'm gonna make a paste out of it. We've got these chicken thighs cut into bite-sized pieces. This is about 1.5 to 2 pounds of chicken. We've got 3 tablespoons of olive oil, about 4 tablespoons of honey, one tablespoon of chili paste, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, our ginger paste, and then we've got our 1 onion that's been diced. We've got our fresh ground thyme and our garlic. I'm just gonna add a little bit of ground pepper. All right, this smells amazing. And we're just gonna let it sit in the fridge for several hours. Now cover it up. And we will be back to put it in the oven in just a little bit. Okay, it's been several hours. We just watched our Clemson Tigers win. And we are gonna get this in the oven. So this has been marinating for about 3 hours or so. I've got this lined baking sheet and I'm just gonna pour this out and get it in a single layer. Just gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on top before it goes in the oven. Okay, this is ready to go in the oven. We've got the oven preheated to 425. This is going in for 25 to 30 minutes. All right, our timer just went off. So our chicken is done, but we are gonna turn it over to broil for like 5 minutes or so just to get it really crispy and caramelized on top.
Oh man, that's really good. Oh. You're gonna love this. This is so delicious. I mean, there is so much here that is so good. I mean, you definitely get the brown sugar, and the cinnamon certainly enhances the brown sugar. Just the savoriness of it is just over the top. Another thing to note is this is really tender. Look at this. I mean, just barely cut into it. It's so soft. Wow.
So this one's a touchdown?
Oh man.
You know, like our Clemson Tigers.
This is a touchdown with a 2-point conversion.
There you go. I love it. Tonight's dinner is super fast, super easy, and all in one pot, which is my kind of meal. It is creamy Parmesan tomato soup. I'm bringing all of my ingredients over here. We decided we're going to use the Dutch oven. I've got it preheating. That's one thing about a Dutch oven that I've quickly learned, is it takes it a while to heat up, and it stays hot for a long time after you've heated it, but I've got it preheating on medium now. And this is fresh basil. This will go in at the very end. I'm gonna melt this 1 tablespoon of butter. Now that our half an onion is pretty translucent, it's cooked through, I'm gonna add in our garlic. I've got 4 cloves of garlic that have been minced. I'm just gonna cook this for about a minute or so until I can really smell it. I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm just gonna whisk this to combine it. Now I'm gonna add in 3 cups of chicken broth. I've got 28 ounces of fire roasted diced tomatoes, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're gonna get this up to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and combine it all, and we're gonna add in our tortellini. This is just cheese tortellini. We're gonna let this come up to a boil. All right, now that it's up to a boil, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. We're gonna let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, just long enough to let the tortellini cook. Now that our tortellini is cooked, I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream and a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now I'm going to be adding in 3 cups of baby spinach just to let it wilt down. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this before we serve it. Right before you serve it, you want to put your basil in, stir it around, and then plate it up.
Well, if this is as good as it looks, it's going to be amazing.
It smells so good. I wish y'all could smell this.
Wow. This is definitely restaurant quality. No doubt about it.
All right, we got a thumbs up from Cole. He doesn't want to be on camera, but...
Oh man, this is so good. I love the little kick of the red pepper flake. And you know, of course, the creaminess of the soup. Get the spinach, And then the basil just sets it off.
Gracie. Grace. There's nothing up here for you. Gracie.
Well, you're in for a treat, babe. You've
Yeah.
got to try this. This is just phenomenal.
I love that it was so easy. Like, it was like a 20-minute meal, y'all.
Yeah.
It really took no time at all. It took longer for us to cook the crescent rolls. We were waiting on the crescent rolls to get finished so that we could eat. So good?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Y'all, this is one of my favorite meals I've ever made. And that's saying a lot because I've made a lot of favorites here. But this is something that I will have over and over and over again. I feel like it doesn't need anything added to it. It does have a tiny little kick of spice from that red pepper flake. So if you don't like spice, you totally can just leave that out. And I think it would be just fine. But y'all, it is so good. It's something you would get like at Olive Garden or because it has kind of that Italian flair to it, but wow. Hey y'all, it's my favorite night of the week. It's Subby Supper night. Tonight's meal comes from Sarah, and she sent in this French fried onion chicken. We're gonna be serving that with a side of rice and some sauteed zucchini. Sarah is married to Justin. She and Justin have been together for about 8 years. They live in a small town in Texas, and they have a dog named Bagels. I think that's the cutest name. And she and her husband work full time, but when they are off, they love to cook together. So she said this is one of their favorite recipes. I'm excited to give it a try. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is crush up this bag of French fried onions. She said that she prefers the Great Value brand, so that's what I got. It's the large bag. All right, now that I've got this all crushed up, I'm gonna put it onto a plate. The next thing I'm gonna do is just mix a little bit of mayonnaise with some seasonings. She recommended salt, pepper, and garlic powder, so I'm gonna use Nature Seasons. Okay, I've got 3 very thinly sliced chicken breasts here. I'm going to kind of coat them in the mayonnaise mixture, and then I'm going to cover them with the French fried onions. So I've got all 3 coated, but I did want to mention if you're doing more than 3 chicken breasts, you're definitely going to want more than 1 bag. That was just enough for 3 chicken breasts. I've had our oven preheating to 350. I'm going to put these in for about 20 to 30 minutes. Since they're so thin, 20 to 30 minutes should be good. Started on our zucchini. Cole is not a big fan of zucchini when it's cooked, so this is just going to be for me and Steven. And I'm going to saute it in some butter and some garlic.
Kind of reminds me of fried chicken.
It does look like fried chicken. It's French fried chicken.
That's right. Well, it's very tender. I don't know if I need that knife.
Good.
Wow. It's like fried chicken without frying the chicken.
Really?
It's really good.
It smells really good.
The French fried onions, I mean, I guess technically they are fried.
Yeah.
So you definitely get the fried chicken sort of flavor without frying the chicken. I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's really tender.
So Cole is off camera. He refuses to be on camera, but he is giving me lots of nods and thumbs up over there. He really likes it.
You definitely get the flavor of the mayonnaise. Just sort of intensifies the flavor a little bit, but it's really good.
Thank you, Sarah, for sending this in. I can see this being on repeat in our house just because it's so quick. I mean, this entire meal took about 35 minutes. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to eating it. All right, that's it for this week. We are finishing up. Cole is doing his favorite duty, dishes. And I wanted to thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. Hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.